Hey, what's up, Judgy Virgin Gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Today's common card of the day I feel like showing off is going to be this Hitmontop right here, hanging out in the treetops, hanging out. I'm not sure how homie got up there, not really questioning how the homie got up there, hanging out, vibing up in the trees, hanging out a branch, not doing what anyone has to care. There's no cares in the world, right? Drawn by So-So, great and talented artist and makes beautiful art. I'm sure some people recognize that name from some of the popular alternate arts that people like from the Sword and Shield era. So-So does fantastic art, and a lot of common cards get slept on. Now, what am I doing here today? It is my semi-annual time where I basically just look at people's thumbnails and I pass on judgment on how to improve said thumbnail. See, me, I'm a big famous content creator, and I think I have the fortitude, the actual knowledge, the right pinpoint to judge thumbnails. I mean, look at the stuff I make, right? Look at the beautiful thumbnails I come up with. Don't you think I know a thing or two? Don't you think I know how to make a thumbnail and put stuff up? Just gonna go through, give people some tips, and hey, we're gonna have a little bit of fun at the same time. Remember, just having a little bit of a poke. Don't take it too seriously, but let's judge some thumbnails, shall we? Okay, well, I guess the randomizer wants to just stop here first. We'll go over this one first. So this is PokeyRev, and this is the same thumbnail basically twice. Now, if you look, the time, one's 2 weeks ago, one's a year ago. Look, I understand, you know, reusing, resourcing, and stuff like that. I completely get it. The thumbnail is exactly the same. I didn't put this together, by the way. All I did in YouTube was type PokeyRev Primal Clash, and this is literally what comes up in the thumbnails of actual YouTube. This is literally what pops up. YouTube did this for me, and I thought YouTube was like spurging out. So I mean, like, I get it, reusing certain things for thumbnails. Like, I give people kind of a hard time about that. I mean, I know I'm the absolute thumbnail master, but I mean, at least like Cool Trainer Ryan, I mean, yeah, he has like the same thumbnail post on stuff, but in the background he changed the packs, the cards different, the actual pack, like, you can tell it's the same type of video, but there's going to be a different theme overall when actually clicking the thumbnail. That's the little things that count. That's the fucking ingenuity that's going to make people the big bucks, you know, because, you know, Nick's hurting real bad, I'm sure that's a big thing, and my judgment's definitely going to affect. It is a little weird, though, like, all jokes aside, when you type out something and you see, like, this, the exact fucking same thing just twice. I don't know, it's just, it could be a little better. I'll just leave it fucking that. Alright, so we got Sean's, we got Pokey Vault right here, looking at what appears to be a very demonic plush sent by the lovable and huggable Shiny Vert. I don't know what Shiny Vert's been doing lately. I think he's been trying to buy people's love. He's basically like a fucking stepdad that left for 5 years and is thinking like, oh, a new Xbox, a new PlayStation, that'll make up for the time I went out for milk and never came back, right? That's what you guys want. I guess he's trying to do that. He sent some 151, sent what looks like a couple of little booster packs, something, a very weird plushie. I'm imagining this is supposed to represent his dog Trixie. He sent Ryan a cat one that's supposed to represent Simba. What's getting me though is I'm looking at these thumbnails, and honestly, the more Vault, like, I see him and stuff like this, the more I realize homie just looks like Keemstar. Dude's got the same fucking gnome beard. He's got the hat. He just wears it backwards instead of forwards. Honestly, if Vault got into like drama and stuff like that, I mean, he'd fit right. He really would be Pokemon Keemstar if someone did that. But yeah, nothing really wrong with this fucking thumbnail. I just thought it was funny. That's a very scary plush. I really hope that's not what the plush looks like. If not, god dang, that's a freaky plush. We got Pokeo. There's nothing really wrong with the thumbnail. It's just kind of funny. Like, it's just a really stands out from other people's thumbnails. Not necessarily like a bad thing. Stop. The 7 beginner mistakes investing in Pokemon cards makes. Honestly, investment is like the biggest, easiest thing I think that it is. Dude, you can literally roll out the same video every week and people are gonna eat that up on the investment side of the house. Literally, like, tweak one set or something like that. Instead of saying Twilight Masquerade, go to Temporal Forces, or talk about like Stellar Crown or whatever's coming out later. Literally just tweak it up slightly. You have a fucking cut, paste, print formula. I mean, if it works, why even do anything? But it's literally, I feel like I've seen this title from this dude alone a few times. I mean, I'm sure they could say the same about me. I just like how, like, he's so against investing this. He's so down in the market, so down in value. He's in the absolute red. He's in the red space. He's in the red zone. He can't get the fuck out of it. That's how low and bad on money this stuff. Stop! Don't buy these ETPs. If you do, you'll never make money again. Your job will find out, and you're just done. You're gonna lose every fucking cent you have. I've heard Pokeo's is pretty cool. I've watched a couple of his videos. I don't have anything personally against the dude or anything. Last time I did one of these, people was like, hey, stop making fun of Pokeo's. Not making fun of anybody here. If the video, you know what? Sure, I'm making fun of everybody. Just that makes you feel better. You go with that. All right, right here we got Mikey Moss with the absolute perfection of what is a Pokemon YouTube thumbnail right here. You got a card in your hand. You got the red circle. You got an arrow. You got an arbitrary dollar amount. You know what I would do with that dollar amount though? I'd make that green. The greener the money, the better. That's how the investors know that there's big stonks money. And of course, the open mouth, the scream, and in a fucking plane and like a blue sky background, which is absolutely zero to do with Pokemon cards. It's literally just, I'm very curious actually what the actual metric is for using that thumbnail versus something else. Like, what does it just improve your views that much, like 50-60%? If someone has the optics, it's the same thing with like let's go back to his shit real quick, like the beard thing. PokeyRev's beard doesn't look like that. I met him, very handsome dude. He doesn't have a gray beard like this. Does that actually tweaking of the beard, like making him look like a fucking 70-year-old, does that actually increase views or something like that? Is there like a 12.3%? The older he gets, every 10 years you add, that's another 10,000 views. I don't understand why the blue background, why the fucking grass has literally nothing to do with Pokemon cards. What the fuck do I know? I don't know anything. I was thinking about doing something specific with this video because, I mean, like, as you can see right there's a Lucario promo in their hand and they're pointing at the 175 bucks. Yeah, nothing in that video even comes close to $175. It's a big old fat fucking lie, basically. But whatever, sure. It's just we may come back to this video at some point. We'll see what happens with that. This thumbnail is actually the whole reason I'm making this video. This whole one right here. This isn't even me being funny or anything at this point. Bro, what is this thumbnail? Like, Mystic, I don't really have two personally, but it gets this is a weird thumbnail. Like, I don't you look like you're like someone's child who drew on a mustache and just back there like wheeling and dealing Pokemon cards. It may like you're in the fucking foreground of an already convention going on. The money is huge. The packs are huge. You look like you made this stand out of some jank stuff that you found like your dad's shed or something like that. It's just funny, and you're so unproportionally small in this thumbnail. Like, it's like a fucking shiny vert thumbnail just right in here. Only had to simulate yourself down to that size. It's a very strange one. It looks like someone brought their kid brother to work. I mean, 48k views. What the hell am I to say about any of this? It's just that is a wild thumbnail. That is did you intentionally make yourself that small? Is that what it is? That's what good in the hood? Is that what you need to do to get fucking views? I can just do that naturally. Oh, look at that. Oh, fuck. I guess the views are gonna start rolling in here real soon. There we go. Even more views. Woohoo! It's a fucking strange thumbnail, man. I vended a Pokemon convention. Excuse me. Sorry, I thought real sentences were gonna be typed in the fucking title. Oh boy. Speaking of shiny birds, Doomsday for CGC. I actually did like this video. I think he did a pretty cool thing. Other than, you know, him attempting to shoot something at his neighbors on accident. I guess one of the fireworks went over there and shattered a slab over there. The one thing about this, and the one thing I've noticed about thumbnails lately, is like the hands just completely throwing. I can't even focus on anything else other than the hands. I mean, right there, Vert's holding the giant slab. I mean, it's probably regular size, but his hands are real small. He has ET fingers just sliding up onto that. And then for the fireworks, I don't know what's going on with his hand there either. It just looks weird. It looks like it's fucking like demorphing. It looks like it's just turning into a table or something. I don't know what the fuck this is. Is there a science to thumbnails of this shit where you gotta make it look as weird and as enticingly bad as like possible for like certain things like your hands or something? Or it takes me completely. I don't even know. Like, okay, I just now noticed that Vert's mewing in the actual thumbnail. He's doing the whole fucking trying to get his fucking jawline up and all. It's weird how like people's hands just fucking look, bro. I like the video though. It was a good video. Oh, Julian the Foolian. Oh, my man, okay, Jaylo. So apparently Jaylo at some point went down this arc, and apparently now he's a flipper. He's just a Pokemon card flipper now. I knew it was all a ruse. I knew him learning Japanese was just a ruse to sell you Pokemon cards 4 years down the line. I knew he was just trying to butter that stuff up, and he's finally capitalizing on that VMAX Climax investment he told everybody again. What always gets me about Jaylo thumbnails is he always looks like he's battling allergies. I'm not really too sure if he does it on purpose. I mean, I kind of have a goofy fucking look too. Sometimes one of my eyes is like bigger than the others too, so I get that too. It's just fucking, I don't know what it is. He just always either looks like He looks like he just got like some like not horribly morbid news or something, but something that kind of inconveniences him. Like he really likes chocolate chip fucking ice cream, and someone just told him, "Oh, that was your ice cream? Yeah, I just ate that ice cream. I didn't know who that was. I'm sorry." And he was really looking forward to that ice cream. I don't know. He always just looks like somebody ate some of his lunch at work. I don't know how to fucking explain it. It's a funny thing. I hope he's not a flipper anymore, Jaylo. I really hope not. It's one of those things where, like, I don't know. I don't know how thumbnails work. It's just easier for me to take a screen cap, throw it up, and, like, put some text over it sometimes for what it's going to be. I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't understand the science to it. I don't know how people fucking figure what to do with that stuff. And all I do is look at them. It's fascinating to me. Maybe it's more fascinating to me than it is for, like, other people. I don't know. It's just... It's just turning into me like just nitpicking shit, and I guess that's the whole point. That's all I got though. I mean, being the thumbnail master, make those changes, and your views will skyrocket. Especially you, Mystic Rips, with that thumbnail. I don't know what the hell was up with that. You're way too small for where you're sitting in that area. That's all I got. Appreciate it, Virgin. See you later, man. It's hard making thumbnails out here. It really is. Those poor thumbnail editors. I swear.